Hey guys, today in this video we're going to have a look at the new Cabinet Vision 2024.1. There's a few new features that have been released and I'm interesting to have a look, so we'll take you along for the ride. First off, we're just going to start a new job. Just let it do its thing, we'll wait for it to boot up. A new feature for the section editor gives you the option to measure in the section, so you can, let's say you want to check the distance from the face to the bottom shelf. It gives you that option. And there's also a snap marks, so if you wanted to come in, like go up 700. A new feature in Cabinet Vision, you can copy images to the clipboard, then you can paste them into the drawing. So what I've got here is I've got a blank page here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the snip and sketch. So I'm going to go new, and I'm going to take a screenshot like that. You go right click copy and get rid of that. So now I'm going to go back into Cabinet Vision, and we're going to use the Windows plus V key. Drag another one there. Then we go back to Windows plus V. We can go down. Then we've also got a handle there that we can drag in, which is quite big. Just shrink it down. This is a good feature to have, so if you want to make it easier for your clients to see what they've got. So yeah, hopefully this is good and great feature for you. There is a new feature to change reveals. So if we go to reveals and we double click on that, there's a couple new standards. The first one is number 299. Enter the gap between the door, drawer and the end of the cabinet when the cabinet next to a taller cabinet. This is a new standard. And this next one here, enter the gap between the door, drawer and the end of a cabinet where the cabinet next to it is deeper. And there's a couple of new ones, so if you ever want to have bigger gaps or anything like that, so we'll just go cancel. So I just thought I'd show you that. Another new feature is in the user created standards. So if we go to our user created standards, you can see I've converted a couple to JavaScript. So what I'll do is I'll do another one. You can go up here and you click convert to JavaScript, and JavaScript converted, UC's converted to JavaScript. So that's been converted to JavaScript, and you can save it. And as you can see, I'll turn it on. And another feature is if you go to preferences, file preferences, general. If you turn this on to allow JavaScript UCS debug, there's a debug user created standards here, which uses a program called Visual Studio Code. So I've got that already set up on my machine, on my computer. So if I click that, it debugs it. It brings up Visual Studio Code, and you can debug your UCSs, which is quite a handy feature. So you can go through and read it. It's quite a good feature. One thing we're going to look at now is the reports. the reports in the screen to machine. So we'll quickly nest this. We'll let it do its thing. Then there's a couple new things that are on the report. So we'll go there. As you can see here, so if we go right click properties, there's two new options called show part name and show part sizes, which is a very handy feature. And if we zoom in, you can see it says deck, and you can see it's got the sizes on it. It's another great new handy feature in the new version. In the assembly view, there are a couple new features which I find quite handy. So if we click here, you can see, you go right click, there's an option to replace. So if we click that, it'll take, let's just say I want to see it's a free drawer. Let's just say we want to change it to a 2-door. We click on that, then we click the plus button. And that's replace that unit into a 2-drawer. There's also another feature to combine units. So I've just got two 1-door base units. So if we click on them and we go right click, there's an option to combine. So if I combine them, so now they've combined into a BX1. So if we want to have the 2 doors on it but sharing the same carcass, we'll just double click on it. We can just make that a pair door. And that's combined both those units together. It's quite a handy feature, especially if you've already drawn it and you want to quickly change it. It's quite a good feature.